What is happening, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, coming to you live, breaking down this upcoming DraftKings Showdown slate for Monday Night Football. I repeat, Monday Night Football. Before we begin, hit the like button for me. Definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's been a ton of y'all know. I'm excited about this slate. I'm excited to break it down with y'all. The presenting sponsor to the show today is Underdog Fantasy. Definitely go check them out. I have the link in the description below at Pick'ems. They already have some Pick'ems up, so definitely go check them out. Take those yards, take those rushing yards. Take the over, under, go check it out. It's a fun time playing on that site. So come up into the Discord also. The link is in the description below. But like I said, definitely hit the like button for me and definitely subscribe. But y'all are here for Monday Night Football. Let's talk about the slate with Baltimore at the Raiders. Let's start with Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, 12-4. Obviously, leaps and bounds the best player on the slate easily. At 12-4, it's going to be tough trying to fit him in with other studs, but there's not very many studs on the slate I don't want to spin up for. So, like I said, Lamar Jackson for the Ravens is obviously the best option on the slate. I wouldn't recommend putting him in the captain slot, but in the flex spot, he's definitely one of my core plays. Looking at Mark Andrews, 9,000. I don't mind him. He's going to be the go-to guy for Lamar Jackson. Just signed a great contract for him, so he's not really playing for the money. So, I don't really mind Mark Andrews. He's going to be red zone threat. We know the upside that he brings to the table. Marquise Brown, the speedster. If we want to look at him, we saw him last year. If we see his up and down games, he's had some good games. He's had some down games. Really unexpected of what you're going to get out of him. But he's the main guy on this team for the receiving other than Mark Andrews, so I don't really mind getting to him. If we look at the depth chart, go to the Ravens, it's literally pretty much just Marquise Brown and Sammy Watkins and Devin Duvernay. So, in my opinion, Marquise Brown is obviously the best receiver compared to Mark Andrews. So, but looking at that, if you want to go down to a guy, Tyson Williams is now the starting running back for this team. You have Le'Veon Bell, you have Devontae Freeman, you have Tyson Williams. What year are we in? What year is this? So, Latavius Murray and Tyson Williams is going to be interesting to see how they fill in this role on the squad of the Baltimore running backs. So, right now, all they have listed on the depth charts is Tyson Williams 1 and Latavius Murray 2. But we know if we go down to Le'Veon Bell at 4-2, we go all the way down to Devontae Freeman at 2-2. It's going to be interesting to see how they fill in this role, honestly, because we don't know how they're going to look. We don't know who they're going to start. My go-to guy would be Tyson Williams at 6'8", and Latavius Murray. I think they're going to be the 1-2 combo punch. So I'm kind of leaning towards Tyson Williams, but I am biased because he's on my fantasy roster for season long, but I don't mind Tyson Williams or Latavius Murray. I'm fading Le'Veon Bell and I'm fading Devontae Freeman until I know what I'm going to get out of those two guys. Dropping down all the way to Sammy Watkins. We know Sammy Watkins' history with being in the week 1. We know this. We know. And if we go all the way down to when he was on the Chiefs, 21.7 for 82 for 1 TD. We know how Sammy Watkins is always a one-hit wonder in week 1. Do not play him. I'm not doing it. If you want to go follow that narrative, if for week 1 bust or week 1 boom for Sammy Watkins, I would not blame you. He's done it every single year, I feel like. But I'm fading it. It's not really for me. And the Baltimore Ravens defense and Justin Tucker, I don't mind the Ravens defense, but I kind of want to see what I'm going to get out of this Raiders offense. I think they're going to be better than what people expect going into this year. Going down to the Raiders, Darren Waller, Derek Carr, this combo. I'm not really playing much of Derek Carr. I'd rather go to Darren Waller, who I know is a more consistent target, but that's a hefty price tag to pay for him. But the big news that we got this tonight was Josh Jacobs is now questionable with the illness. Is it COVID related? I don't really know. Is it just a stomach bug or is the flu? There's no telling yet. So if he's out, fire up Kenyon Drake. This is going to be Kenyon Drake season if there's no Josh Jacobs, which I want all of Kenyon Drake if there's no Josh Jacobs. Jumping down to Brian Edwards, Henry Ruggs. I want Brian Edwards, but no now John Brown and no Tyrell Williams. We're trying to figure out who the number 1 receiver is going to be now. So if we look at the depth chart for this team, going over to the receivers, we have Henry Ruggs, Brian Edwards, Hunter Renfrow, Zay Jones, and Willie Snead. Willie Snead revenge narrative? Can we see that? We could. At 1-2, I don't mind the price tag. I like him over Zay Jones. Hunter Renfrow is way too cheap in my opinion at 2.8. I love these 3 receivers though. Henry Ruggs, Brian Edwards, and Hunter Renfrow. I had to rank it. It would be Edwards 1, Renfrow 2, and then Henry Ruggs 3. So, again, I don't really mind much of these receivers. I don't really want Derek Carr though, but I don't mind taking a jab at one of these receivers on this team. And like I said, looking at the running backs, I'm not really playing much of Peyton Barber. I'm not playing the defense. So, in my opinion, this is going to be an interesting game. I want the cheap options on the Raiders. I want to spin out for Lamar Jackson in the flex. I want to get him and possibly Marquise Brown or Mark Andrews with Lamar Jackson with a combo pair. And then I want to take some jabs on the receivers for the Raiders. And then I want Kenyon Drake as lock of the slate if there is no Josh Jacobs. Since Josh Jacobs is in, then I just want... Mainly, I still want Kenyon Drake a little bit. I think he's the better pass-catching running back. I don't think Josh Jacobs is going to do well against this defense. So, again, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Hope everybody's good and safe for the rest of their night. Have a good one, everybody, and this is the Monday Night Football Breakdown.